Yeah, to decide to play a game for the first 3 hours-ish, it just, well, I actually think if I don't do anything more, just one of you two is going to self-sacrifice for the other. And I'm saying, no, that's not going to happen because we're going to go home. So it's purely me explaining to her, you're going to go home if we do absolutely nothing right now. And all three of us are going to go home. And that's the decision you're making. And that's how there's some lines in there that show that. That's the decision you're making right now means all three of us are going to go home.
That's what, the show doesn't really show, and kind of people assume is like, we went into this with the whole like, oh, we're going to just absolutely like bully her into, doing this. And it was like, it's like, oh, so you want to play that game? It's like,
okay, well, all's fair in love and war.
All's fair in love and war.
Yeah.
So
I remember at a point, well, let me say this. I remember at a point, part of me trying to convince her was, we were talking, she's like, well, what game would we even play? And I was just like, I don't know, let's just draw cards and lowest card loses, right? And she's like, oh, okay, cool. And I remember as soon as I got a yes or a small glimpse of, yes, let's play a game, I picked up the phone immediately. Remember this. I picked up the phone immediately and I said, I need a deck of cards and Jimmy right now.
Yeah.
And my goal, and I hung
This is after 3 hours.
Yes.
This is after 3 hours.
Close to 3 hours.
And mind you, I'm in the corner. I haven't really said anything. And that's purely because I'm not friends with her. And like, there's nothing I can say.
And
like,
I was speaking for both of us.
Yeah. So I was like, whatever. And up until that point, it's like, it's all you. Like, I'm just here gonna see what happens. But
Absolutely.
I remember seeing you like literally immediately. The second she said yes, like, okay, boom, like let's
get that done.
Let's
out
get
of the way.
cards.
But the goal at that point was like, well, if Jimmy comes, Jimmy's coming with cameras.
Of course.
Let's put her in front of the fire. Let's put her in front of the cameras, and let's force her to make a decision right there. And when she doesn't make a decision, then you have Jimmy there in front of the cameras there. You know what I mean? That is going to play in part of the psychology because I just wanted her to play a game, right?
It's just to play a game, just to be fair. Like, and up until that point, I was literally completely okay with being part of the games or being part of the drawing.
Yeah.
You get the call on the phone of the deck of cards, and you're saying, I need deck of cards and Jimmy. I think you said like we're ready to make a decision or ready to whatever. And as you call, I kind of wake up. Literally I've just been dormant for 3 hours. Like you said, explaining. It's numb to my ears. I'm just laying there sleeping basically, just trying to get some rest to understand. And so you call the people, and as you call them and they're getting the deck of cards, I think to myself, I say,
I actually think I spoke to Chandler on the phone because it was Chandler, Carl, and Mac that were the three on the phone. I think I spoke to Chandler at that point on the phone.